Tonight on the rundown, the LSU gym team is headed to St. Louis to compete in the NCAA Championship semifinal after winning the NCAA regional victory in Raleigh. We'll bring you everything from Friday's meet. And it was a game that just wouldn't end, a record-setting night in Tiger Park for LSU Softball, and Tiger TV was there to see it all happen. We've got a lot to get to tonight, so let's run it down. Hello and welcome to the Rundown. I'm Reggie Chatman. The LSU gymnastics team punched its ticket to the 29th NCAA Championships in program history Friday with its win in the Raleigh Regional. The Tigers put up a team score of 197.675 to win behind a dominant performance from both Sarah Finnegan and Maya Hambrick, which was enough to be able to see off Nebraska, host North Carolina State, Maryland, Oregon State, and George Washington University. Both Finnegan and Hambrick won the all-around score titles with scores of 39.625. Hambrick won the beam title and shared the vault title with defending vault national champion Kennedy Edney. Finnegan secured the floor title with a score of 9.95. The regional win is the Tigers' sixth straight NCAA regional title. That team score the Tigers put up is the highest in an away NCAA regional in program history, and the Tigers are one of 6 SEC teams that are headed to St. Louis this weekend. And keep your eye out if you're driving around Baton Rouge, because you'll see a couple of these billboards up around the interstate. LSU is in the semifinal one, which is starting at noon Central on ESPN 2 this Friday. The gym team wasn't the only group of women who made history over the weekend. Tiger TV sports reporter Alex Yandel has a story from Tiger Park.
Pitch after pitch, put out after put out. That's what it was like Friday evening at Tiger Park as the Tigers took on the Ole Miss Rebels. It seemed like it was going to be a short game, as the first 7 innings were completed in under 2 hours. But what happened next, no one could have seen coming. The Tigers and the Rebels would battle for an extra 12 innings, a total of 19. It was the longest game in LSU softball history. Sophomore infielder Amanda Doyle had gone 0 for 7 in the game.
I mean, I think it truly doesn't matter until the last at bat, and that's what my coaches were telling me, and it's true. I mean, I was 1 for 8, but that one hit was the one that counted.
There were flyouts, plays at first base, and even plays at the plate. But not even one more run could be pushed across until the bottom of the 19th. After the game, senior starting pitcher Allie Walljasper praised her teammates.
My defense was phenomenal, like behind me the entire time. They just never gave up. They were keeping the energy throughout the entire game, which made it fun. And so it was just a great team win, and it was a great team fight. I mean, we are called the Fighting Tigers for a reason.
Head coach Beth Torina talked about how proud she was of her team after fighting for so long.
Heroic performance by Allie Walljasper, honestly. I just can't even imagine no earned runs in 19 innings. It's just one that we're going to be talking about years and years and years from now. This one is going to be still talked about. This one's in the books.
The 19-inning game was a joint longest in conference history, and LSU went on to win the series against Ole Miss, and now has a record of 32-7 on the year. The Tigers travel to Knoxville for a weekend series against Tennessee this Friday. From an historic win on the diamond to a rather frustrating loss on the diamond, LSU Baseball came home with the L after a rubber match loss against Texas A&M 3-1. Aggie pitcher Mitchell Kilkenny pitched the entire game, holding the Tigers just 1 run and only 5 hits. Texas A&M quickly put up 3 runs by the 6th inning, and then Zach Watson had an RBI single in the 8th to cut the Aggies' lead. But it wasn't enough as the Tigers dropped to 20-13 on the season, and despite the loss, LSU stayed in the top 20, even though head coach Paul Maneri expected them not to, while perhaps getting in a jab at fans who may feel mad that Tigers are losing games.
We're still in the thick of things. I honestly thought we would drop out of the top 20 today for the first time in how many weeks? Well, 123 weeks. But we didn't. You know, we're still up there. You know, you look around the country, and it's funny. Everybody loses games. It's not something that's unique to one school.
The Tigers will get their chance to rebound when they face Louisiana Tech at Alex Box Tuesday night at 6:30 p.m. Now let's go to something that caused some controversy in Tiger Nation. SEC Network used ESPN's Football Power Index to predict teams' wins totals for next season, and suffice it to say, LSU is far from impressive. The FPI crunched the numbers and came up with a 6.2, a number that would just barely get LSU into a bowl game. Tiger TV sports reporter Jared Joseph has more.
According to ESPN, LSU is projected to win just over 6 games next season, a low ball number for a 12-game schedule, and Tiger fans on campus had mixed feelings about their projection, to say the least. So how many wins do you think LSU got projected?
Man, I want to sound like 8.
I know it's possible, like at least 9 games at least. No.
Cold.
No, was it worse?
Worse.
6?
Yes.
Oh, no.
That's bad. It's really bad. Honestly, I think it's wrong.
Oh, Jesus. Only 6 games?
I think it's kind of accurate just because I feel like our schedule is very difficult. We're playing against UGA and Bama. So,
yeah, we do have a very
intense
intense schedule.
Regardless of the 6-game projection, fans of the Purple and Gold keep faith in LSU head coach Ed Orgeron.
We need to prove him wrong.
Let's go, Coach O! Coach O!
Coach O got to get out of here and prove him wrong.
We gonna get out there, we gonna win the football game.
Good work there from Jared. LSU begins the season against Miami on September 9th. Still to come, the New Orleans Pelicans took on my Golden State Warriors over the weekend as they attempted to solidify their playoff position. We'll have it all here next. Welcome back to the Rundown. Only one basketball team in Louisiana still has anything left to play for this year, and that is the New Orleans Pelicans. The Pels are in a dogfight to be one of the teams that makes it to the NBA playoffs, and they had a chance to stake their claim over the weekend with this big game against the Warriors. Let's head out to the Bay Area. The Pelicans took on the Golden State Warriors on Saturday night. The Pelicans started off the game hot, keeping this lead for most of the game. Nice setup here between Anthony Davis and Solomon Hill. But of course, Golden State would take the lead for the first time right at the end of the third quarter here with this 3-pointer from Quinn Cook. He totaled 21 points against the Pels on Saturday. New Orleans would start to regain some momentum with this monster dunk from Anthony Davis. That's poster-worthy in my opinion. He ended the game having 33 points on the night. But it was a back-and-forth game for a while after that, and so Nikola Mirotic sank this 3 to make it 119-111. Well, the Warriors kept fighting until the end. Andre Iguodala here to make it a 2-point game with about a minute left. But, of course, the Pels, Antoine Moore, would continue to extend the lead. Bang! After it was all said and done, the New Orleans Pelicans go into Oracle Arena and take home the dub against the Dubs. And it's an important win for the Pelicans because here is what the Western Conference looks like. The top 3 seeds have already clinched their spots, and now it's all time to play for 4 through the 9 seeds. All the Pelicans need to do is make it to the postseason and to win one of their remaining games. But Anthony Davis and co will likely be looking for more than just the bare minimum as they try to finish as high as they possibly can. The Masters wrapped up this weekend in Augusta, Georgia, and former U-High Baton Rouge standout Patrick Reed took home the title and the green jacket. Here's the clinching putt. As you can see here, Reed shot 1 under on the final day to hold off late charges from Ricky Fowler and Jordan Spieth. As a controversial man they call Captain America took home the top prize. The win gets Reed the coveted green jacket, and oh, by the way, nets him a tasty $1.98 million. Just some light. Now, former LSU running back Darius Guice is switching allegiances. He's leaving Top Dog, which represents Kendrick Lamar, to join a different kind of representation, Young Money Sports, which was founded by fellow Louisiana native Lil Wayne. Guice will likely be a first-round pick in the NFL draft and is by far the top player signed by Young Money, who also signed Texas linebacker Malik Jefferson. Anyway, we'll have more Rundown right after the break. Welcome back to the Rundown. Now, guys, here at the Rundown, we love drama, and one thing that happened a lot when former number 1 overall pick Ben Simmons was here is plenty of drama, but not a whole lot of wins. After his first year being hurt in the NBA, he comes back here in year 2, technically still his rookie season, and is almost averaged a triple-double. He sat down with ESPN's Chris Haynes on Saturday over the weekend to talk about his rookie campaign. Here's what he had to say.
Who's the rookie of the year this year?
Who would I pick?
Who would you pick?
Me, for sure.
You pick you?
100%.
Well, why so over the competition?
I think I've just been playing, solid all year. I mean, if you look at the numbers, you'll see.
Okay, so obviously the confidence is key. You're a man who is almost averaging a triple-double in your rookie season, but that started to ruffle a couple feathers as Utah Jazz guard Donovan Mitchell has also played lights out. He had a tweet in response to the video over the weekend here basically saying, okay. And actually, it got deeper from that as he went on to Instagram a picture of himself with the caption that said, "Insert hate here," and got some responses from Ben Simmons' teammate Joel Embiid, and you can see them there. Not a lot of nice words. Anyway, I love the drama. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of The Rundown. Make sure you keep updated with all our content on LSUNow.com and our social media at TTV_sports. See y'all next week.